Good afternoon from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. It's the 23rd of May 2024 and the time is 12:48 p.m. It's a beautiful day today, a little bit cool but a lovely sunny morning, late morning and now afternoon. I've been sitting in the garden with Charlie and my cleaning lady Rati's been and gone, and I thought, what shall I do now with my time? I'll make one of my video logs. And so here we are, intrepidly soldiering on as we do. Who knows? Who knows what I might have tucked away in my memories here, but I don't think this is a particularly, potent or astounding one. It's just, my usual recording and journaling. So let us begin. Love is a dog and other vignettes from my life. And I posted a photo, a gift, this was back in 2017, a gift from Sacred Space, something beautiful and authentic in my life. And it was indeed beautiful, but it has since died. My beautiful iceberg rose. Oh, Charlie. Anyway, was an exquisite rose, is and was. And I lost that in the front garden and my beautiful Pierre de Ronsard weeping rose, so it's very upsetting. I lost them a few months ago, so I'll have to replace them at some stage. I read it somewhere that you should not plant roses in the same spot where a former rose has died, because when they die they do something to the soil, they send out some enzyme, and if you plant another rose straight back in there it'll just kill it. I don't know how true that is, but I remember reading it and thinking, oh, is that what I've been doing wrong? So I'm waiting for enough time for whatever that messaging on the ecosystem and the soil to have strutted its stuff and gone away before I plant back in there again. And I'll have to get someone to make a proper timber rose stand for me, because I'm pretty sure those metal ones rusting out is what have been killing my weeping roses all along. They seem to get to about 7 or 8 years old, and when the arbor thingy rusts out in the bottom, it kills them too. And maybe I'm paranoid and maybe it's causation and not correlation, but it's happened so often that I'm a bit sus now. So yes, I think I'll get someone to build me a timber one. It'll be, at least it'll be natural, and I guess then you've got the problem that it might rot though. So either way you can't win. So let me think it through again. But yes, I'm thinking a timber one might be a better option than aluminium or steel ones that rust and kill my beautiful prize roses. So it is what it is, people. I'm grieving roses as well as Beauregard. And I'm also grieving my night-scented jessamine, which died next to the rose. So I lost 2 plants in that front garden. And I lost my bush tucker, bluish, purplish berry as well, that was out there. I don't know the name of it, but that was thriving, and then that suddenly upped and died. So I'm doing my best to fight off Lady Death at Sacred Space, people, including keeping myself reasonably healthy and sustained and alive and at times excited. 23rd of May 2021. I did have a post in 2023 of an onion and garlic puree that Emily Benoist Ruffin gave me the recipe for, but I was excited about it, but mine went mouldy, so obviously I didn't cook that or prepare that right, and it failed, but not through her fault, just I obviously didn't do something in the recipe right. So I'm annoyed about that, but you know, sometimes I get things wrong too. But on we go. I've had 3 cups of tea this morning, which is not good for my bladder, so I'm now drinking native nutmeg, bush and peppermint and cardamom and hot water, just as kind of a herbal drink, because I'm really thirsty all the time and too much tea is not good for me. So I'm going to try, and especially now it's winter, having hot drinks that are like herbal, but for some reason this one's making my throat go a bit funny. We're fighting on, Charlie, your mother, your mad mother, and you. We're fighting on, baby girl. Have no fear, baby girl. Mama is here. 2021, I posted a video from my YouTube channel entitled "Show Me a Child by the Age of 7 and I Will Show You the Man," or in my case, Woe Man. But it comes with lots of trigger warnings, so you can look at it if you want to, if you feel brave. But I just basically posted it because whatever I produce on even date, I throw up on Vocal Media as kind of a record of what I've been contributing to the internet on each day. Living my life in virtual and reality instead of being out in nature. Have a look at this. I don't know if you can see them. Let me see if you can see them. There's all these little Indian miners, and they're all playing on the lines. It's very delightful. And I'm being hard on myself. I have been out in nature today. I sat in my garden. First it was very cold. My feet were very cold because there was a heavy dew, and I was as usual barefoot. So then I went and put my thongs or jandals or flip-flops or whatever you want to call them on. And then the sun came out and shone a bit more, and the dew dried up, and it was actually quite lovely out there. So I have spent time in nature today, is what I'm saying. When Rati arrived, she got a fright because she didn't expect to see me sitting out at the table. So she walked up the path and went, "Oh!" I was like, yes, I am. That's scary to be seen first thing in the morning. Mind you, she doesn't arrive until 10 o'clock. So by then I was kind of reasonably ready for the day. Here's a bracelet I made out, or a cuff I made out of the brass edging from my mother's drinks trolley. So just recycling, upcycling, learning skills and seeing what I can do, and yes, all very interesting. Here's some earrings I made out of it. None of it's sold, so I kind of feel quite distraught really by it all, but oh well. I could take them to the markets when I go on the 9th, but I might just concentrate on trying to sell the sterling silver because, well, that hasn't sold either. So I don't know what to do. I don't really know what to put on the table, what people will buy. So it's a bit complicated. Anyway, I guess by a process of elimination, I'll work it out. May 23rd, 2020, so 4 years ago now. Oh, Charlie, you should see her. She's just stretching out, having a lovely little stretch. She's stopped it now. And she's going to poo on my laptop. And I can't read through your tail, Charlie. I am grateful for the happiness of recent weeks, delighting not only in my daughter, even if she is non-huggable, because she became a COVIDiot and was just all paranoid about touching hands and hugging, and so afraid of, the brainwashing and the death cults that we were all put under in the last 4 years. I was surprised how she, bent over for all of that. Like, I would have thought she'd be a bit more courageous, having been raised by yours truly. But no, she went into complete meltdown over it all, which was astonishing, but it is what it is. But my beautiful friends, it's not only delighting in my daughter, even if she's non-huggable, but also my beautiful friends and my joyful, sweet new friends, the little children who brighten up my day when they visit me with their complete awe and adoration. Grateful for their parents too, whom have witnessed me in my classic Tanya full flight Boadicea style of what would be pathologized as hypomania, but it is really just excitement at being cared about and feeling included in our little tiny neighborhood. Their parents have been kind to me without judgment, and that is all anyone can want. I actually endured a fair bit of discrimination in my neighbourhood as well. So these lovely people being sweet and kind to me really did lift me up and show me that there's decent people in my neighbourhood too, and their kindness and decency far outweighs the negative entities. I came across a memory yesterday about wealth, and my darling friend Efren Pardo commented that my wealth is that I am loved from all corners of the globe. Wasn't that sweet? I replied with my usual pathetic whine about not having a love and or life partner, but when I read this, I had an aha moment. My wealth is indeed the kindness, fortitude, and sincerity of the people who actively choose to be in my life. The ones whose eyes light up when they see me, or whose hearts smoulder with contentment and peace when they think of me. Brave hearts, wise hearts, deeply spiritual, open, magical hearts, like the little children who so unexpectedly entered my life in recent months. A gift with a million treasures to be loved unconditionally, even if I am as silly as a wheel most of the time. Blessed be to all the gods, the Fae, the ancestors that love us, for rejuvenating my crusty old kintsugi'd heart and bringing enlightenment and joy again. The Tanya is rising and shining as only an intrepid little Phillips child and or former wife of the Aranchik Mishpocha, that means family, can do. Embrace the becoming. Here I am, 4 years later, still embracing it, babies. Actually, no, it's more than that because that just said, oh yes, 2020. It is 4 years later. Okay, got confused because I attached this to a meme from the Crystal Castle, which is a business down in Mullumbimby, I believe, that has the most beautiful crystals, but they're very expensive to get in and look at everything. So blah. But anyway, if you can afford it and you want to go, it's very exquisite. But anyway, they shared a quote. Let us be grateful to people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. They'd make more souls blossom if they didn't charge such a large entrance fee, but it is what it is, people. Mama T will always adhere to the truth. But yes, I thought that was a lovely quote. 11:11 a.m. The angels hear my prayers. I am loved. I'm going to bat my lashes a little bit more for comic effect. Anyway, I am kind of loved in most astonishing and unusual ways by the gods. By my neighbours who brought me their little children to comfort me in the darkest times of our lives. It was indeed a wonderful blessing, especially as my daughter would move in and out of connectivity with me because of her ambivalence, or at the time fear of COVID and all that, those neuroses. And it was nice to have little children come and just see you as you are without judgment, as only little children can do. Then I posted a photo of a sunset, which was delightful. Yes, Charlie, the Indian miners are outside there looking at you. Lavender and pink skies over the Redlands, red and orange over the city, which is unusual. In the west was, east was lavender and pink, and in the west, orange. Must have been something to do with the atmosphere. I was on the phone to Lynn when she remarked on the colourful sunset, so I rushed outside to take the photos. Almost missed seeing it. Thanks, Lynn. It was a magnificent sight. And another friend, former friend, posted the sunset in the Gold Coast, which was also very spectacular. Matches your feathers, Charlie. Matches your feathers. The ones you haven't pulled out, Charlie. 23rd of May 2019, 3:11 p.m. More 11s. I slept most of the day, but the afternoon is beautiful. I have changed the water in the fighter fish jar, doing some washing. When I say jar, it was a big thing like that. I would never keep them in a tiny environment. It's cruel, people. Where was I? Oh yes, doing some washing. I'm looking forward to tomorrow while simultaneously getting through today. Ouch, Charlie. I feel tired but excited. It's been a long time since I last went to Byron. Indeed. I could do with going again, actually. I went there on the 14th of April as a kind of a birthday present to myself. I love it down there. It's such a beautiful spot. Charlie, no bite his mama. No, That's being very mean. No, you're being mean. Watching An Ordinary Woman on SBS On Demand. Wonderful. Oh, last night on Prime TV, I watched you little savage. I watched a wonderful movie called Past Lives. I think it was called Past Lives. Anyway, it was about a Korean woman and her childhood sweetheart, and she immigrated with her family, when she was 12, and and he looked for her 12 years later, and so they started communicating again, and then then it got too intense. She kept wanting him to come to America or Canada. I think they were living in Canada. And then he kept making excuses, and actually, quite frankly, he was a bit fucking inept and weak. So she said, I can't talk to you anymore. I'll talk to you later on, we'll have a break. Well, they didn't speak to each other again for another 12 years, and by then she was married. Anyway, I won't ruin the whole movie for you, but that's the synopsis. Anyway, it was so heartfelt. So heartfelt. It was a beautiful movie and emotional, and just, like sort of almost like star-crossed lovers, that they kept just missing each other but the love between them was so intense. It was just gorgeous. And of course I'm freaking resonating with it all, because I too had a puppy love when I was, 13 years old. Well, I was 10. I was 10 when I had that puppy love. And then I returned to New Zealand when I was 12, going on 13, because we went back for my high school. And that he was an Orthodox little Jewish boy. Oh, he was gorgeous. He was so intelligent and such a sweet boy. I often wonder what might have happened had I stayed. I guess nothing though. But anyway, I did reach out to him a few years ago, but he just ignored my message. Oh well, it was after a sexual romantic relationship with him, because my goodness, he's probably married anyway. But I just thought it would have been nice to reconnect. But anyway, he didn't communicate with me, so that was that. But you know what? Your first puppy love when you're still a kid, 10 or 12. Sometimes that's the most potent love of your life, people, when it's still pure and untrammeled and distorted by human sexuality and lust and agendas. It's just this pure, sweet kind of almost medieval, like chaste thing, and it's just almost sacred. Yeah, it was just gorgeous. It's a wonderful movie. I loved it so much I might actually go back in and watch it again. It was just so lovely. And anyway, I highly recommend it. Past Lives. Charlie, can you stop that? What's this stupid things come up on my screen now? Constantly annoying things. 23rd of May 2018. Another gorgeous morning in paradise. I got to move you, because you press that red button, you'll turn us off. By the gods. And my friend Morris Mohanan Minchiatu wrote, are you in Byron Bay now? Because he knows I refer to Byron Bay as paradise too, because it really is a paradise. And I replied, no, in my sacred space garden, my homegrown paradise. And Morris wrote back, all right, your garden, lol. And I replied, one simply has to create one's own paradise on earth if we can't afford to live in the paradise we choose. Am I right? I'm right. She's going to go. She's going to go for the red button. Demon bird. I've got to move my phone away from her. She's been known to switch me off before. So I can't completely trust her when she's hanging around my iPhone screen. Right, where are we? Feeling exhausted. Heading out for my debrief today. The day is still beautiful. I am beautiful, but my mood is just so blah. This too shall pass. It always does. I have asked my psychiatrist to refer me to the memory clinic at the PA hospital, as I want to find out if I have early onset Alzheimer's. I have noticed some changes that have concerned me. The waiting list is 3 months, but I have plenty of time. If I do have Alzheimer's, God's forfend, I will have 5 to 7 years left of my lifespan. So I will have to make sure I get everything organised and do some things I always wanted to do, albeit given my poverty issues, that will not allow me very much. Anyway, I know what will be needed to chill the fuck out and enjoy the next 5 years, then arrange my own death, as I refuse to be institutionalised like my mother was, and the abuse that came along with that. Aged care facilities are holding cells of death and ugly demise. I witnessed it firsthand. And yet again with my friend Elsa's untimely demise. I mean, the woman was 94, but they murdered her. They murdered her with medical negligence. It's outrageous. Yes, you can argue she was already an ancient woman, but she might have had another 5 years. Strong as a horse she was. My darling Elsa. Anyway, she's in the light now, and may she find rest and peace in the ever-loving arms of the Ein Sof Or. That's all you can ask for. Protection of her soul, my darling girl. Anyways, it's not all grim. I have good days as well as bad, so like anything, I just have to keep riding the tsunami wave that encompassed all my life. For now I am enjoying the placid waters of my older age, a gift from the universe. Peace. Shalom. May my joys increase and my sorrows decrease, and may love be my lodestone and my guiding light. Amen. 23rd of May. What do I want to say November for? That's just cray-cray. 23rd of May, 2017. Last night I blocked another very toxic individual from my past, my daughter. I was accused of enslaving her. Enslaving? She has been out of my life for several years. When she was in Australia, I received little support from her. I am accused of, quote, stopping her from living her life, unquote. Really? She has been in Europe for 2 years. I have never stopped her from living her life. She tried to manipulate me with alleged presents. I have told her to give them to charity. I am not bought and paid for. Fuck that. And to be fair, she did still bring the presents home, and they are indeed lovely presents. This beautiful talk that I'm wearing. And I've just only days ago coated it with Protector Clear so it doesn't tarnish anymore. But it's just gorgeous. And the beautiful purple top hat and the beautiful cowboy boots. So yes, she did bring me lovely presents, but I didn't appreciate being blackmailed with presents. I don't like being blackmailed over material things ever. Give with an open and joyous and generous heart. Or don't give at all. I'm an all or nothing kind of woman. Anyway, I told her I was finally aware that I have no family. None. No support. Not ever. I hope she organises one of her friends to collect all her stuff I have stored in my home for 2 years. Really, honestly? Deserve better than to be treated like that. I do miss my daughter. She's still my baby, she's still my blood, but she can be cruel sometimes, really cruel. She actually tried to blackmail me with a threat of not seeing my grandchildren. I thought she must be having some kind of breakdown since Neither of my daughters have children. So I was being, well, anyway, I'll continue on. I said, what? Fantasy unborn children that might turn out as monstrous as you? I think I will do well to never see you or your children if this is the price I must pay, being used, lied to, manipulated and gaslighted and even blackmailed with children that haven't even been born or manifested yet. It was a bit bizarre. It really was. I was like, what the fuck is going on now with my daughter? So anyway, here I write. Anyway, that is the life of the Tanya. I pray to Hashem for healing, for true love, for a happy, safe, peaceful life. And he or she or it or they, because God has no gender, flushed out all the toxic, evil bullshit that very night, which was a little bit astonishing and heart-wrenching and intense, man, really intense. Thank you, God, for showing me who is real in my life, who truly loves me, and who never gave an actual fuck, but leached from my soul like a slow poison. I am so grateful. She accused me of ingratitude, an old trope from my mother. Ingratitude. Hard to be grateful for contempt, disrespect, lies, betrayal. I shall move forward, free of the past associations with sociopathic spawn. Comic relief. I told her my dog loves me more than she ever did, so she told me my dog is an asshole. Yes, he is, but a finer, more noble asshole than I ever met in any of my former family members. An honest asshole. No deception, no lies, just a growl and a nip here and there, but no fakery. I nearly died laughing. My dog is an asshole, and my kid, who rejects me over and over again and has deluded herself that she has been supportive of me, not for many years, darling, and has a bad case of sibling doggy rivalry, laughing my ass off. So it's kind of like pathetic that the dog's now dead, my daughter's now estranged, and all I've got left is my bird Charlie. And a few wonderful friends, of course. Thank God and Goddess for my wonderful friends. And it is what it is, people. I have to laugh. I have seen more photos of Europe via my friends who are travelling there than from Crystal. Is she even in England? Or in an internet cafe in Maruka, hiding from ASIO, laughing my ass off? I just so wish I had not been spawned by a long, long line of maniacs. Imagine how lovely my life would have been if I had had a sane, caring, loyal family. The mind boggles, doesn't it? I told her to go straight to Melbourne. I have no desire to see her or play pretend happy reunion families. The very idea makes me want to puke. It is just, the idea of having to fake a relationship with your own child, fake it, play nice just for the sake of just having some tenuous connection to them. I can't do that anymore. I'm done being grateful for someone who's unkind and toxic most of the time. I can't do it anymore. I refuse to fake any of my relationships. It means, of course, that I have to stay on my own, but it is what it is. It's like, it's preferable than being with people that are vicious and sadistic. Here I write, it is just a horror story that keeps playing on a loop, but as Jared says, she has 6 months to think about her attitude towards me. I will get on with my life. Oh well, the dead are dancing. My mother, father, stepfathers, living half-sister and living daughters can't hold me back anymore. Fakes, all of them. I welcome authentic, free, loving humans into my life. I purge the rest. Here is a friendly face to brighten up my morning. Oh, here she is, little Sophie girl. Can you see her? Too much glare. Let's have a look. Where are we? Where are we, Sophie? Oh, there you are. I can see you now. My beautiful Sophie. Also now currently residing in Valhalla. I wonder if animals reincarnate and if I'll meet them all again, or if they'll just hang around in that dimension waiting for me to come along in my appointed time. I wonder how that works. Anyway, if they greet me when I transition, it'll be a happy greeting and happy reconnecting and rendezvousing with souls that did truly love me. That is my wealth, people, my truly loving souls. And then I posted a photo of that rose again, which I've already shown you. Then I posted, this is in 2017, Rainbow Body wants to kiss his mama T. I am loved. And that's when we thought that Rainbow Body was a boy, and Rainbow Body turned out to be a girl. Yes, because you laid eggs in December 2020 and blew everyone's mind, Charlie. You blew your mother's mind. Yes, you did. Yep, I'm talking to you. Context. My daughter has serious sibling rivalry with my dog and called him an asshole. He's a bit naughty at times, but he's not an asshole. Mama T has spoken. And here I wrote, jokingly, because I was kind of bemused by it all, really. My asshole dog loving me is only a true asshole can. Move your tail, Charlie. Hearing Frozen theme tune in the distance, a galaxy far, far away. Let it go. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road, where the dogs of society howl. Ha ha ha. And here's a photo of my former asshole with his wonderful mother enjoying the sunshine in the garden, being best possible version of himself. My beautiful doggy, the asshole, is now residing with the cats in the next dimension. What do you want, Charlie? Look, who's that? Who's that photo of, Charlie? Who's that? Did you see what's on the screen, Charlie? Look at that. Who's that? She's not paying attention. She's not paying attention. I need to get to Byron. I need fresh sea air. I can't live like this anymore. I was literally feeling like I was dying in the desert. And here's a photo of me with some friends at that time period that I took with me to Byron. Oh my goodness, Charlie, you just sit over there for a minute. And we did indeed have a lovely day and we were happy. There was much happiness. So anyway. Why is that not scrolling? And I wrote here, best nervous breakdown ever. Crystal should shit on her mother more often at Byron Bay. So here I write, this was the most remarkable time at Byron Bay. The seagulls glided over our heads and plucked the hot chips out of our hands with no fear. I got a tad overwhelmed and told the birds they were being obnoxious and to wait on the ground with the other gulls. It was hilarious. They were so graceful and gentle, and I felt honoured to be amidst a flocking flurry of birds, sharing our abundance and happiness to be at Byron Bay, where every day magic happens. Later I wrote, feeling joyous, dancing with the gorgeous Jenny and Terry to the voluptuous rhythms of the drumming circle on Main Beach by the light of the silvery moon, the sounds of the ocean crashing and the sea mist washing over us. It was just the most beautiful, joyful, poignant moment. And I'm glad I recorded that memory. 23rd of May 2016, 9:58 a.m. Just woke up to carnage. Beauregard had shredded newspaper and shopping pamphlets all over the house. More worryingly, I found a packet of my antidepressants all chewed up. Oh yes, I was in the process of weaning off them. I was about to say what? But yeah, I didn't completely wean off them till 3rd of June that year. I found 2 tablets on the floor. I hope he didn't eat any of them. He will surely die if he has. So far he seems okay. I keep my pills on my bedside table in a china bowl, but he must have been able to reach it with his mouth. If he survives the day, I will have to either keep crating him or confine him to the kitchen. Too many things he can destroy in my bedroom. Unfortunately, he was okay, so he clearly didn't eat any of them, but God, it was a bit of a fright, actually, to be honest. Oh my God, Lady Dynamite, laughing my ass off. Synchronous stolen aspects of my life yet again, except I don't have bipolar 2 or a pug. That's a movie I must have seen. Don't even remember what it was like now. 23rd of May 2015. Uploaded a photo of myself looking quite happy and lovely there. Anyway, 4:53 a.m. Home safely tucked in bed. Crystal is sleeping on the lounge and Lua and Mona in the spare room. I woke Crystal. She went straight back to sleep. Today is her last day in Brisbane. Wow, that time came so quickly. I had a wonderful night dancing with Karen and the beautiful group of ladies at the casino. Wasabi were playing. I caught up with some old friends. Lana tried to harass me as usual, but she just makes herself look pathetic. Oi, that woman is obsessed with me. Not even $1,000 fine stopped her. I told her to go away. Then I posted an article, How Popular Music's Lyrics Perpetuate American Idiocy. And I wrote, yes, Charlie, Idiocy reigns and personally drives me insane, for which I am then heavily medicated to cope with the bumbling, bamboozling, overstimulated society constructs. Ha! That was before COVID became a thing, am I right? How bumbling and bamboozling was that? Anyway, you kind of have to laugh now. I'm always ahead of my time, the canary down the mine, quite literally sometimes. I might need antidepressants to survive modern life, but that doesn't mean I am stupid, not just yet. I actually remember my father, David, bemoaning the lack of intellectual acuity in song lyrics during my adolescence. So the musical cultural dumbing down has been happening for 25 years now. 23rd of May 2014, 2:40 a.m. Home from dancing at the pub, sore feet, happy spirit, alone, broke, but not giving up on myself just yet. Cooking a roast, had to or it would go off. So gonna be up for a few hours, might watch some DVDs. 6:10 a.m, time to sleep, exhausted, did washing, changed the water for the betters, potted. I feel like I'm finally getting on top of housework. Still not asleep, almost 8 a.m, been dozing and davening. Davening means to pray. When you pray to God, it's called davening. Swaying back and forward while you pray. Particular movement as well. High as a kite, emotional, far out. I notice that my body is building lots of tone from all the dancing. I can actually feel the bones in my shoulders and my hips. Weird. My mind refuses to tone up along with my body. I don't know how much longer I can blame menopause. I just can't shut down like I used to. Life is worth living, albeit alone. I wish I had my own man to be with me. Perhaps that would make my life more settled, depending on whom I might meet. I'm afraid of more fuck-ups. My life has been fucked up enough. It's almost unimaginable that I might be loved one day. I must remember there was a time when I never thought I would be awake, aware, and dancing. When I literally slept 20 hours a day in a weird zombie-esque suspended animation. This is just the opposite of that dreadful malaise. Too much of a good thing and very addictive. Well, Gisela, David, Trevor, Case, Buck, Gila, Terry, David Davidson, Angela, all failed to kill me. Now I am this new woman, a creature rebirthed out of pain, misery, abuse, a terrifying, magnificent, beautiful pièce de résistance, an ever-evolving masterpiece. I have come so far and am stymied by illness and misadventure and the inability to form meaningful, lasting bonds with men. I am not meant for this society or this world, and yet I persevere in my quest for unity and companionship like a dried out husk of a wrecked soul in a desert, on the road to nowhere. I'm supposed to go with Crystal to Surfers today. Not sleeping means I will be pressured in my speech, hyper, and will drive her nuts, or pass out in the car for the drive, laughing out loud. Poor Crystal. Her mother is a nut job. Not really, just not well. It's got nothing to do with being, crazy. It's just sleep deprivation, people. 4:50 p.m. Awoken by Penny purring loudly next to my head. She sounds like a motorboat. Lovely girl. Crystal went down the coast with her father so I could sleep today. Nice of him to help his daughter and spend time with her as well. About time. I'm going out for Kate's birthday dinner and dancing at the Elephant. It will be fun. Now to motivate and get up and shower and make up. My left foot hurts with the arthritis I got left over from the septic arthritis in 2012. Damn. I will be okay though, smiley face. May 23rd, 2013. More photos from my birthday trip to Montville. Well, I look fairly happy, but what can I say? Mama T, short little fat hobbit, happy in the mountains of Montville, strutting my stuff, living joyously. Charlie just pooped on me again. That's nice, Charlie. That's very sweet of you, Charlie. Right, where are we? Where are we, Charlie? May 23rd, 2012. Going to bed early for a change at 12:15 a.m. Lol. I feel tired all day today and only woke up at 3:30 p.m. It's best to just go with the fatigue rather than fight it. 23rd of May 2011. I am happy, wealthy, beautiful, desirable, respected, loved, healthy, wise, good, perfect, talented, gifted. I am that I am. I am what I am. I am what I am becoming. I am now. I am here. I am all of the above. I am joy. I am bliss. I am abundance. I am unconditional love, even if some people didn't deserve it. Slight blockage there. Oops. I am love. I am totally serious, even when I am good humour. It's doing affirmations and mindfulness there. Sometimes if you do it with enough serious intent, you can reprogram your brain. Anyway, just bathed Bella Rosa Aarons, who was getting too stinky even for my nose, and I was surprised how dirty she actually was. Also lots of large but now dead fleas. I can't believe I sleep with her every night and hadn't noticed. Oh, she's all cute and fluffy. As my ex Courtney used to say, she looks like a fluffy toy, but she's alive. 23rd of May 2010. My code words and bywords of my life, particularly today after my life review of various emotional attacks I received from members of my inner sanctum sanctorum, is staunch, bottom line, and am I right or am I paranoid? ? Laughing out loud. I know who has been, is currently, and who will always be staunch, i.e., solidly loyal, protective, compassionate, loving, and respectful in my life. Bottom line, no one else matters. 23rd of May 2009. Pondering the meaning of the philandering phillos of the Phillips variety. Scary. Don't ask. You had to be there, laughing out loud. Triple philo delights for an afternoon with Phil, the Philistine, tripping the light fantastic and trying not to pull a prank. And a childhood friend, Dion Ginsberg, wrote, that's Auntie Sylvia's daughter, our youngest daughter. Oh my God, Tanya, methinks you've been on the good stuff. I replied, it's okay, Dion. I just freak out occasionally about my blood relatives, lol. She replied, nice profile pic. You look exactly like your mum. I know. It is your mum, but you still look like her. Kiss, kiss, kiss. And I replied, oh no, Dion, it's so horrible that I look like my mum. And Crystal, my eldest daughter, had to play Gonzalo in The Tempest as an old woman. And when she came out on stage, she looked exactly like my mother, right down to the hat and clothes she was wearing on my wedding day 25 years ago. It seriously freaked me out. And a bit later I wrote, for those of you not privy to my inner circle of joie de vivre, I just do not make sense because I choose not to. Ote. And you kind of have to laugh. Thus concludes my readings of Even Date. It's a gorgeous day. I should go out and manifest some kind of adventure for myself and enjoy the beautiful day. Go somewhere nice or go for a walk somewhere or do something. But I probably won't because I'm kind of tired and I've got to get up tomorrow, not too early, but I've got to get up tomorrow and get myself to the Mater Private for another flow test, which is not fun and kind of boring, but got to do what I got to do. And I found the TENS machine that I thought I had given back to charity, so I can take that in tomorrow and they can show me how to use it and get me on that loop-the-loop cyclic programming. I just feel I'm being sent round and round in circles going nowhere and nothing gets resolved, quite frankly. And it's all costing large sums of money to my benefactor and it worries me greatly. And anyway, it's all a bit of a hurdy-gurdy ride. But anyway, I can only try. Once they show me how to use that TENS machine, I can stimulate my own nerve and my own bladder, and who knows, it might work. Then I can avoid the more intense Botox surgery. So we'll see what happens there. And tomorrow night's Friday, so Ramjet will be playing at the Brooklyn Standard. So if I'm not too exhausted, I'll go dancing tomorrow night. It's just my usual habit and practice. and everything's quite wonderful in my world at the moment. So I was going to say for a joke, am I right or am I paranoid? But I know I'm right. I know I'm right when everything is wonderful. And it's so unusual for things to be wonderful that I do get a little bit paranoid and fear the shoe falling. But anyway, yeah, so tomorrow's going to be a bit of a busy day with having to go to the hospital in the morning and dancing at night, but that's okay. I've got to keep flowing with the rhythm of life and ride through everything and heal my body, mind and spirit. Preferably heal my bladder so I can have quality of life again. That would be nice. Where are you going, little bird? You're climbing up Mama's top. Are you a happy girl? Are you happy? I think she's a happy bird. She's a happy birdie. A very happy birdie. Yes? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gonna give me a kissy kissy? Yes, I'm getting kissy kisses. I'm getting nibbles. I'm getting kisses. I'm getting smooches. I'm getting all the sweet love and birdie love life, sweet magical birdie num num loves that nobody else gets. No, 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 because Charlie's a very exclusive bird. She did the haka at my friend and cleaning lady Rati this morning. Looked very aggressive and very impressive indeed. Yes, what was all that about? Doing all that aggressive posturing at the cleaning lady? Oh, you can be such a funny birdie. You're such a funny birdie. But you know what? You're my birdie, so you get to be as funny as you like, and we tolerate you. Say goodbye to the people, Charlie. Say bye-bye. Bye. Say bye. Say bye-bye from sacred space. Say hello, goodbye, I love you. I'm a little animaniac. Animaniac. Oh. Bye, people of Earth. Have a beautiful day wherever you are in the space-time continuum. Stay safe, stay happy, stay wild, stay free.